guys, and welcome back to the chrysalis, the place where caterpillars are being transformed into beautiful, beautiful butterflies. I am Miss Island Butterfly, the sensational butterfly queen. And today we're going to be speaking about toxic friendships. In our last video, we spoke about how to get over friendship breakup. So today we're going to talk about the toxic friends that you may have in your life and that you need to walk away from. So we're kind of walking backwards in this series. So we're talking about the bad things first, and then we're going to talk about the good and healthy friendships in the future. So let's get into the video. So today we're going to be speaking about toxic relationships, and a lot of toxic relationships stem from us not really knowing ourselves on the inside. So therefore we get into situations where people control, the manipulators, they speak down to us and all these different things, and we tend to stay in these relationships because we don't really think good of ourselves. So today I'm going to be talking about some things that are a no-no in a relationship, especially friendships, and where we need to walk away from. And I have some websites for you guys that you can look into to seek for the help if you want to get. So number one, my number one pet peeves in relationships is gossip. I do not like gossip. I do not like a person that gossip, because someone that brings information to you, it's also someone that's going to take information to the other party as well. So if you think that you are just listening to this person that brings the information and that you're not giving any input to, you're just listening to what they're saying, you're actually participating in gossip as well, because that person, they're gonna go back to someone else and they're gonna not only say what they said, they're gonna say what you didn't say as well. So it's important in relationships to stop a person who gossips a lot. And if that person don't want to stop the gossiping, bringing information, then it's best for you to distance yourself from such a person. Number two, in the toxic relationship, there are what we call manipulators. These people, they know how to get under your skin. They know your weak areas. And so if they try as much as possible to stay close to you, even when you're trying to get rid of them, they find an avenue to weasel their way back into your life. Why? Because they know your weak areas. But I want to say that a person that is very manipulative, you still need to get away from these people. And one of the ways, especially as a teenager, is to have a conversation with your parents. And a lot of times teenagers don't like talking to their parents about certain things when it concerns their life. But when it comes to manipulating people, parents may have to become involved. Another sign of that you are in a toxic relationship is that this person is constantly mean to you. It doesn't matter what you say, they are just mean and degrading. They are very sarcastic and they constantly put you down for no reason at all. And then you are standing there in the situation, not standing up for yourself, giving this person the permission to constantly put you down and to constantly demean you. And if you stay in a situation where someone is constantly putting you down, constantly demeaning you, what is going to happen is that you're going to become toxic over time. You're going to become unhealthy in your emotion over time. And when you dissolve that friendship and you don't heal from that, the things that person have been saying to you, and you enter into a new friendship, you're going to take those bad and negative emotions into a new friendship and put it onto someone who didn't really do you anything. Another sign is that you cannot have an opinion. Like, this person is the only one that can have an opinion. They're the only one can have a say so. When you try to explain yourself, they constantly talk over you, thereby making sure that you will never ever say the things that is on your heart. And in every relationship, there's two people, and each of us need to have the ability to speak forth the things that is on our heart. Even if we may be wrong, we should have the opportunity to explain ourselves and to voice our own opinions. It's important in a relationship, because a relationship is a two-way street. It's not just one person having all the say so and the other person not having anything to say at all, or they constantly go along with what the other person says. Another sign is that they constantly pressure you to do things that is wrong, and sometimes these things can be unlawful, but they pressure you to involve yourself in activities that is wrong. It goes against your moral character, but because you want to have that person as a friend in your life, you constantly go along with what they're telling you to do, even though you know it is wrong. And this is a major sign that you are in a toxic or an unhealthy relationship. Another sign is that you don't feel comfortable around this person anymore. So you may have been friends with this person for years, but all of a sudden now, as time went on, you found yourself becoming uncomfortable with this person, and you don't know how to get away from this person. So what you do now is that when they invite you somewhere, you make up an excuse as to why you don't want to go with them anymore, because now you're uncomfortable being around that person. And the last sign I'm gonna give to you guys is that it's a very dangerous sign, is that you think you can change a person who is very toxic or unhealthy for you. It's within our human nature to want to help others, but understand, helping and changing someone is two completely different things. You cannot change a person. The only person that can change, it's the person themselves, and they have to come to that realization that there is something unhealthy about them that they need to change. And unless they come to that realization for their own self, they are constantly going to be going around in that toxic and unhealthy behavior. And for you to remain sane, as I can say, you have to distance yourself. It may hurt you for a little bit, but you have to distance yourself from this person. Seek advice from your parents. Seek advice from your pastors, your youth leaders, an adult in your life that you look up to. Seek advice on how to get out of these toxic and unhealthy relationships. Remember to share with a friend who may be going through a difficult situation at the moment, because you never know what some of these tips can actually help that person with. Alright?